And the first candidate speech is for governor, state of Iowa, nominated as Eric Cooper. Please come forward.
Well, hi everybody, and as you can imagine, it's a great honor for me to be nominated the governor of Iowa by my party, as you can imagine. I think that our organization, we can use it as a way to be free, although I don't think we've been particularly effective in the past. But I want to propose a strategy today by which I think we can be effective at being free, even if we don't actually win partisan offices. Now, I think what our key is we have to give up the notion that we're going to win elections. Because when you talk to reporters, if you are running for a partisan race, not a nonpartisan race like Nick was running for, but a partisan race, and you act like you're going to win the race, the reporters don't take you seriously. They act like you're a crazy person, and that's not good. People don't want to be around and talk to crazy people, okay? We can be free without winning elections, and that's how third parties have worked in American history. I want to lay out what I call the 10% strategy for you, and I need you to be ambassadors around the state for this strategy. Here's the strategy. In this election, what I'm going to try and do is get the 2% that we need to get major party status. And that's going to make it way easier for all of us to get on the ballot in the future, right? What?
Higher, please.
Higher, okay. Way easier for all of us to get on the ballot in the future, okay? Now, so that's key one, okay? That's 2010. Now, 2012, let's think about the partisan offices there are in this state. There are 100 Iowa House seats. There are 50 Iowa Senate seats. There are 5 U.S. House seats, 2 senators, and then about 10 or so offices at the state level. So what we're talking about is we need 167 people to run for us. That's what we need. Now, we have a state of 3 million people, and I want to ask my fellow libertarians' opinion right now. In a state of 3 million people, do you think there are 167 willing to get 50 signatures, which is all you need for the Iowa House, to get 50 signatures to get on the ballot? I want everybody here to say yes or no to that proposition. Shake your head right now.
Yes.
I see, yes. I think there are too, okay? Now here's the thing. What we need to do and what we need to tell people is we are not trying to win the election, we're trying to get 10% of the vote on a regular basis. If a third party can get 10% of the vote on a regular basis, it forces the major parties to steal their issues in order to poach their voters. We can get everything we want without ever winning election, and this is something third parties have done throughout American history. The populists in the 1890s, what they wanted was direct election of senators instead of election by the legislatures, which they got. They wanted graduated income tax, which they got. Those are 2 constitutional amendments, the 16th and 17th Amendments to the Constitution. It was entirely the Populist Party that got those. Socialist Party in the 19-teens got everything, all the major platform planks accepted without winning very many elections at all, and we can do it too. More than any other time, there are people who want a smaller government. We have that smaller government message, and at least 10% of the population right now is libertarian. If they can understand the strategy, that when you see a libertarian candidate on the ballot, that is somebody who wants smaller government. And if you further tell them, look, if this is a race where one of the major party candidates is way ahead, you can do a lot more for the cause of smaller government by voting for that libertarian than adding one more vote onto the major candidates' totals. You need to spread this. Now, I've tried to get people to run, and here's what I get when I run. Dude, there's just too much going on in my life right now to run. I just can't do it. All right, well, let me think about this. Let's say last week your spouse decided that your mother-in-law is going to move in with you permanently. Your kids have been kidnapped and you're involved in hostage negotiations right now, and you were diagnosed with mad cow disease. All those things happened last Saturday, let's say. I still think even somebody in those awful circumstances would have 20 minutes to hire a high school kid to get 50 signatures for them. And that's all we're asking you to do. You don't have to campaign during campaign season if you don't want to, but we need you on the ballot as a libertarian. And so I gotta believe, if you have the commitment to liberty that I think you do, that everybody in this room should be willing to get 50 signatures and get on that ballot. You know, when there was, in the past, when people fought for freedom, they were expected to take up arms. I'm not asking you to take up arms. I'm asking you to get 50 signatures, and I gotta believe there are 167 people in this state that care enough about liberty they're willing to do that. So let's get the 2% we need. Let's get major ballot access. Let's get 10% for our candidates in 2012, and let's be free, everybody. Thank you very much.